Hey, what's up everybody? So today I'm going to make a video of how I build my Lego city. Now I have tables laid out. I'm doing something different in here. Wasn't excited with the last Lego city that I had. So what we're doing now, that's going to be a castle layout over there on the wood table. This is something planned for the future. I got things coming for like a cyberpunk city, which are going to be tall buildings, and like the cyberpunk cities you see at the shows, I'm going to make a smaller one to combine with some people from my lug that are doing one, and we're going to do a big city together, a collaboration. So that's going to be dedicated for that. This is the Lego city. It's the same exact size as I had it before, but I just going to do a few things different. I'm going to make some taller buildings. I have that new high school that I've been working on, which is over here. And you see it's here. And it actually needs to be completely redone. So my floor height is about 2 bricks too tall. So I need to shrink the whole thing. So the whole building is going to be knocked down, redone. Just the floor height's going to be a little different. Even though this is a basketball court, this is the gymnasium, and over on this side was like the cafeteria was underneath. And then so up here starts the actual classrooms. But to match the Lego city and the modular buildings, I need to shrink it down to match. Otherwise, it's just going to look out of proportion in the Lego city. So that's what I'm working on. Join me. I'm going to set up the table here and start on a new layout, and you can watch my process. Let me go grab the stand so we can walk through this and talk it out. Okay, so here we have the layout, and what I usually do first is the buildings that aren't in here, like I have that huge high school that I'm doing. So these blue base plates are the real estate that it takes up. So we're gonna see, thinking about having it here. I don't like over here because I wanted a street going down this way. The railroad is going to go all the way around. So I have all my track pieces here, which I could start laying out, but I know where those are going. So I don't really need to do that right now because then I have a hard time sliding things on and off the table. So usually I save this for last. I know it's a half base plate, so they just will go around. So I have to save that space for that. These are not in place at all. I just sort of have these from my last layout. This is what they were. So we can remove these and continue with, really, I like to start with my biggest buildings first. So I have a double version of the city square, which that might go there better. And then I can put that school over here, which can slide on and off because I'm using that high school for for our lug. I'm going to start using it for shows that we do. So this might be better over here, and I can put the city square right there. The train will go behind it, and I can put this high school over here. The high school is pretty big, especially in comparison with the city square. Even though it's a double set, it's still huge. So that's why I was talking about how I have to make it smaller. I have to make it match these floors, just so it doesn't look out of proportion on here. So basically what I'm going to do is I like to map out my 2 biggest buildings and where they go, and then go with the roads. The other buildings just go in place, can go anywhere. I'm going to utilize, some of them are going to be into the new cyberpunk city. So I got parts for that coming, but that's a future project. But like this building here, if it doesn't fall apart, this one here is going to go into the cyberpunk city, and it's just going to be up, and it should be pretty cool. So that one's not going to go into the new city layout, but the rest of them will. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just sort of going to do I'll fast forward this, and it'll be like sort of a speed build of how I do my layout, and you can see the process that I go through, just moving things around until I get something that I like and I'm going to stick with it. And then I'll go from there, adding the buildings, and let's see how it goes. So, okay, this is what I came up with. I still have to fix these corners. I'll put that piece in there instead of the green base plate, which just takes a little time to retile. The high school will go here once it's finished. I am going to increase the size of the hotel. The Birch bookstore, I'm going to take the top here. Well, this is the side to it. And I'm actually going to make that a window and make an apartment on top there, so it won't be hidden behind the high school. You'll at least see that there's a building back there. That's the reason for increasing the heights on those two. Probably to get them up to this level. And then my high school shouldn't be any taller than these two buildings, which should be up here. So that will work. The streets turned out really good, I think. I got kind of like a middle alleyway in between those modulars there, which you'll be able to see down there. There's some wires sticking out from the lighting kits. And hopefully I can get that whole section lit. Got the garage on the corner with the flower shop. That looks pretty good there. Once again, there's never any parking in a Lego city, so the cars just go all around. So you make believe there's a parking structure underneath, right? Yep. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with this and how it turned out. Got the buildings all set. The train will go around behind there. I made room for the fishing store that I modified. And then those buildings there, minus the A-frame cabin, will all be a part of the cyberpunk city that will be over here, which hopefully I should work on that pretty soon. I still got pieces for my castle layout coming. Now that's more manageable. Before, I think I had this huge table in here that I was going to make all castle themed. There are some guys from the lug that are also into castle, and we're going to be going in on a large layout. So like I have the Lion's Night castle that I'm going to make. It's going to be mocked. This is all going to come apart, but I got more parts coming to do that. And that will take up this whole table. And then it's just more manageable. I can work on this, I can work on that, and I can work on the cyberpunk once all these parts come. So I'm going to finish up putting the trees down. I'm going to replace these into the train sections. And yeah, so here we go. Let's finish it up. So here it is, all the trees in place, a couple minifigs set up. I end up putting these corners back in. Still a little bit of touch-up work that needs to be done through here. And on the other side, I got the same thing. But it's all put into place. I'm very satisfied with this. I even put in this building's in here, and the same with on the other side. The high school will go there. Even though it's going to be like an apocalyptic high school, still look pretty cool. Maybe I'll make it so you can take it on and off. It can be non-apocalyptic and then apocalyptic, or maybe I'll just leave a bunch of zombies on it and that's quarantine area. Anyway, yeah, I built this right into it here. The train, it does clear, so that's nice. Very satisfied with it. Now I can set up cars. I'll end up doing that tonight, and then I can start working on the castle layout. And then I'm really excited about the Cyberpunk City. Really excited to get started with that, but I'm waiting on parts. So yeah, let's go. Here we go. Thanks for watching.